Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Charles. Fighting through it, he's got space. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
SOS. Yellow. Motion. Hey, Sunday.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Yellow. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Hey, rip lift. 66. Bullet high.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
He can't hang.
Mahomes going to throw. They complete it to Hill. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
I'm coming after you. 57. Mike 50, Mike 50. You can't block me. You can't block me. No, you can't block me. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Mahomes to throw once more. Forced out to his left. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll start here with Jackson. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Check. No. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check 37. Check 37.
On 2nd down now. It's Allen. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Wait.
Winston on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Nelson. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. J.J. Nelson, 57 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. On first down, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Mike, check, 59.
Mahomes now on first down. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A first down carry here for Charles. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On second down, it's Charles, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 6-0 our score after one. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Attack!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The quick slant caught. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They come out here in the eye.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Five down.
They'll try and get it in with Sherman, the fullback. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Mahomes now on the sneak, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from a yard out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen, because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Check out.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Flip. Green, triple team. Max 50,
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. 3rd down here. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here I come again. Check four.
3rd and long for Winston. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
First down, Raiders.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Running is Jacobs. Chris Jones on the stop.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Second and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Come on. Sunday.
On second down now, it's Allen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Defense, let's go. Check 24, check 24.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself, thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Green, Timothy. Green, Timothy.
Off the play fake, Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he lost the football. Touchdown, Raiders.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
You. Hey, 15.
Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Check, 59. Here I come. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
We got double up. Here we go. 50.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A second quarter score from down in Houston. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Mike. Ready? Mike. Let's go. Deep, tighten up. Let's go. Deep, tighten up. Even.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jackson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 22-yard scamper. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Check it back.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, Color. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Recon, 132 fight.
On first down, Charles. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Now, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Drop on, drop on. Wait.
They'll run again with Jackson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Mike ready. Black 25. Let's go. Wait. Small. Let's go.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. It got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Check 99. Check 25. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, stop. Green, triple team. Short. 59. Mike's 59. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Jameis now on 1st down. He'll hit Jackson complete. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st.
Here we go, D. Flip. All day. Check 15. Check 15. 5-0. Check. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
From the red zone now, Winston. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Green, triple C.
They run the draw play. Allen. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He completes it to Nelson. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script? And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards as they are able to cut into that lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Allen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 3rd down, Winston. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check safety, check safety.
And now a carry here for their fullback. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Ready? Black 22. 50, Mike, 50. Hey, that's what I do.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. It's caught. Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyler Lockett, 41 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought that.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A toss play. Here comes Charles. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after about as long a play as humanly possible without scoring, here's 1st and goal. Mahomes takes it himself, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys are back within a single score. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check 3. Check 3. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check, check.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Taken in at the 22.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
And now off off to the races down the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the two-point conversion. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Check 26. Mike 50. Get ready.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Charles. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, we got to get this stop here.
From the 41, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21.
Yellow.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Slay. Check. Fresno. 5-0. Check 24. Green, Check. Let's go.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Ready. Check out.
They run again with Jackson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On first down, Jackson. He's got daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Toss play to Jackson. And an alley to run. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Yellow. Kill, turn up.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Checking in on Houston, it's in the 4th quarter there, and the Lions emerging victorious. A win would be their first of the young season. They'll run on first down. Jackson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jackson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Winston lets it go for Nelson. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. J.J. Nelson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Raiders, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.